a famous ancient Roman poem inspired by Leonard Cohen's lyric. When you compare the lyrics of songs to poetry, you can typically generate a lot of disagreement. We are a publication that focuses on the accomplishments of songwriters, and we feel that creating a song brings a distinct set of problems and opportunities that make a great song just as worthwhile as a great poetry. Despite the fact that these two distinct genres of artistic expression demand different skill sets. Leonard Cohen was a poet who had his work published, and he was also a songwriter who was considered to be among the most praised of his generation and any other generation. He did an excellent job of bringing them together in his song Alexandra Leaving, which was released in 2001. From poem to song. From 1992 until 2001, Leonard Cohen was absent from the recording industry for an extended period of time. Cohen spent a significant portion of that time at a Buddhist spiritual retreat, during which he attempted to overcome the misery that had plagued him for years. During this period, he also had the opportunity to spend time with a much-known Zen master. In the year 2001, he made his comeback to the recording industry with the release of a collection of songs with the unassuming title 10 New Songs. Sharon Robinson was a co-writer and producer on this project. Robinson contributed to the development of songs such as Alexandra Leaving by providing him with melodies and instrumental support that assisted in putting Cohen's words in the spotlight in the appropriate circumstances. In addition, she sings the entire song alongside him on this particular track, taking the octave higher than Cohen's gloomy lower register. The poem The God Abandons Antony, which was written by the Greek poet Constantine P. Cavafy and was initially published in 1911, serves as a source of inspiration for Alexandra Leaving. The Roman statesman Marcus Antonius, sometimes known as Mark Antony, is shown to have fallen from power at Alexandria in this painting. Instead of lamenting this crushing defeat, the poet advises Antony to take pleasure in the sights and sounds of it, just as he took pleasure in his successes. In his lyrics, Cohen incorporates elements from the poetry. Nevertheless, he alters the setting and the circumstances of the scenario. The individual that the narrator addresses in Alexandra Leaving has experienced a romantic failure rather than a defeat in battle. In the same manner that the poet wanted Antony to confront his destiny, the narrator in the song recommends that this individual should accept the girl's departure for what it is rather than attempting to reason or explain it away. Examining the lyrics of Alexandra Leaving. Cohen sets the scene by stating, "The god of love is getting ready to leave, and Alexandra is being carried on his shoulder. They slip between the centuries of the heart." This comes after a brief and gloomy weather report, which states that the night has suddenly become lower in temperature. This unfortunate soul is placed on the brink of his destruction by Cohen, who encourages him to face what is unavoidable. It is not a hoax, and all of your senses are not fooling you. The morning will be exhausted by a dream that is erratic. In spite of the fact that she sleeps on your satin and that she wakes you up with a kiss, this guy is attempting to convince himself that her physical presence indicates that she is not halfway out the door. He is reprimanded by the narrator for his self-deception, which is as follows. Do not believe that the moment was imagined. Do not resort to techniques such as these. Cohen sings, "As someone who has been waiting for this to happen for a long time, go firmly to the window and drink it in." This is a paraphrase of the words that Cavafy has spoken. The point is that he ought to be thankful for what he already possessed, rather than dwelling on what he is about to lose. And you who had the honor of her evening, and by that honor had your own restored. The sentences that Cohen has written are so evocative and fluid that they would make any poet green with envy. In the refrain, Cohen begs Robinson to say goodbye to Alexandra as she departs, as Robinson coos over him. Then you should bid farewell to Alexandra Lost. It is a song that was conceived of after reading a poem and is written in the most lyrical way imaginable. Is it unclear? Perhaps. Alternatively, you might simplify it by stating that Alexandra Leaving is simply Leonard Cohen being Leonard Cohen, and that everyone should recognize that it is fantastic. This would be a more straightforward explanation.